Yesterday, I received a reminiscence of one of our ashram inmate. She was writing a few moments. Just I wanted to read. This is actually related to our subject. That is why I wanted to. One day, in a moment of rare intimacy, I told him playfully, the devotee is writing, "You know, Swami, you are behaving just like a 5-year-old boy." "I am 5 years old, ma," he told me in dead seriousness. I laughed watching him. Who was he, this boy god, who was watching me intently, challenging me to ask that very question? He might have been 8 or 80, man or woman. I simply could not fathom him. "Who are you?" I faltered, gazing at him. I should have known better than to ask for Swamiji, for Swamiji was in a mood to reveal himself. Even as his eyes looked into mine, without moving a muscle, his face took on a terrible grandeur, unknown, unknowable. In that moment, in the dark depths of his eyes, I seemed to sense towering mountains, roaring seas, whirling galaxies. I know not what. I saw nothing, but I saw them all. Suddenly I was seized with raw fear. "Oh, please don't show me. I don't want to see. I don't want to see." I wailed pathetically, covering my eyes in fright. "It is okay, ma. Now you see. See the same old Swami." He reassured me. It was 5 minutes before I gathered the courage to look into his face again. Again, a mischievous boy with dancing eyes was smiling at me once more. But dared I trust that smile anymore? "Why did you ask?" He teased me gently. I was still shaking. "What was it, Swamiji?" "See, ma, to move out in the world, I need to make use of a thin layer of mind. When you asked me who am I just dropped that mind for a moment, that is all. In the moment when you sensed me boundarylessly, when you sensed my original Rupa, you sensed your own original Rupa also. That is why your ego is felt so much frightened, shocked. If you had waited for a moment, you would have seen the total Vishwarupam of mine and yours. But you silly girl, you have no courage. You have no courage." At that moment, I had no wish to possess that sort of courage, for who knows where it might have led me. Every moment on the brink of revelation. What is this life we live with you, O Nitya? It's one of the devotees' reminiscence. Actually, it happened. One day we were sitting and chatting in ashram, maybe around 12 o'clock, a group of all the ashram residents, they were all sitting and chatting. And the ashram, in my seat, there will be stones and a small stick. If they don't meditate properly, I just throw the stones on them. That will be group meditation. If they drowse, or if they sleep, immediately the stone will fly. So somebody was sitting and he was just yawning. I just exactly threw the stone, it went. So exactly, it just went into his mouth. And he started spitting the stone out. And then he asked, "What is this, Swamiji? You are behaving just like a small boy." She shouted at me. And then I was laughing, sitting, and speaking here some serious things about enlightenment, spirituality, all these things. And that guy is sitting and yawning. So I threw stone. And I am very good. Then immediately she asked me, "What is this? You are behaving like a small boy." Then she asked suddenly, "Who are you?" Then for a moment, the whole atmosphere became serious. I just told, "Look, see who am I." that very moment only she saw something universal and got shocked and started shaking and started crying. Oh, no, don't show, I'm not able to bear. Then she asked, what has happened actually? After a few minutes I told, don't worry, now you open your eyes and see I'm normal. She asked, what has happened? That is what? Just now, as on now, to live with you all, I have to use the first layer energy. The moment I dropped the first layer energy and showed the third layer energy. When I show my third layer energy, you also remember your third layer energy. But our ego is not so matured, so it got a little frightened. If you have to go to third layer energy, means you have to leave the first layer energy. So, she is not so matured. She is totally frightened, shocked about the third layer energy. The same thing happened to Arjuna when Krishna showed the Vishwarupa. He says, no, I don't want to see anymore. I am not able to tolerate. I am not able to digest. Oh Lord, just cover yourself. I want to see only the two-handed boy, Krishna. We are connected to the third layer energy. There is no doubt. If you know just the technique to access to the third layer energy, you will not have this fear, you can directly access it. That's all. If you don't know the technique, then you get frightened. But when you actually know the technique, method, you can very have the access of third layer energy. Otherwise, just imagine, in front of TV itself, you don't sit for more than 15 minutes without changing the channel. 15 minutes, do you see the same channel? Tell me. Tuck, 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 tuck. Especially these kids. 15 minutes, they will go one full round. How many channels here in America? Over 100. I think it will take some 20 minutes for them to go one round. In 21 minutes, one full energy circle like that. In 21 minutes, they will go full one channel circle. Hardly 15 minutes, even 15 minutes, you don't sit in front of TV watching one channel. But from yesterday, almost 15 hours, you are sitting in front of a man who is continuously talking to you. Can you believe that you are doing this? In philosophy classes, how many hours you get bored?
Well, yeah.
1 hour, 2 hour class means immediately bored, drained.
Yeah. Go home, take a nap.
Go home and take a nap after class.
That's all. It's going on. Not only listening the discourse and all sorts of things in the name of meditation, and going up and down in all sorts of emotions, the joy, suffering, pain, the terrible feeling, going peaks and valleys of emotions. Everything is happening just in these 2 days. After all these things, jumping and dancing till the midnight. 12 o'clock, what time? No, what time we finished? 12:30. And again today morning fresh. To jump once more. One more day. Imagine, have you thought that you will do this, you will be able to do this? No. Most of us get drained in 2 hours, 3 hours of work. But you are continuing. When you finish the meditations, your first layer energy will be over. When you go for the night jumping and dancing, the second layer energy will open. Actually, that is also a technique to awaken the second layer of energy. Don't think it is just a play. The whole program is a technique to make you, to break your mental setup of sleeping at particular time and eating at particular time. In India, you will not be given food. Here I am afraid of the suing. I do not want to trouble the course. That is why in India we don't give food. No food and no sleep. For full 36 hours, no food, no sleep. I know nothing will happen. Even here I know nothing will happen. But these guys will not trust and do. That is why I tell them, all right, eat whatever you want and do whatever you
Do they
want.
have any fruit or anything? Or do they have any fruit?
Very little, very little.
Water.
You heard from, if you heard that somebody was running ASP in India, then you will understand.
No, I know, we can do it. I know that because we do that.
Actually, we can do. We can do,
Oh, yeah.
but we can't believe these guys. That is why I don't
I
do.
think you're more energetic when you have not eaten.
Not only that, ma, the techniques are such, it will work much more deeply if you don't eat and sleep. It's like alchemy process.
You don't sleep at all either, is that what you're saying? All the 24 hours?
36 hours.
36 hours. You don't sleep at all?
They don't. We will do. Not only in this way, in India we have so many other more rules, more regulations to work on the deepest layers of alchemy. So here, first initial and people are not habituated for this type of life now. That's the reason. I do it in a much less way. It's like a short version of ASP. That's why we don't, we miss so many mystical dimensions of ASP. You get only the psychological effect of it, never the mystical effects of it. The mystical effects of this meditation is something far, far higher. When you do it with all those alchemy processes. Okay. When you actually get totally involved in the night program, the second layer energy opens. That is why in India there's a habit. Ekadasi and Sivaratri, these 2 days people don't sleep. People don't sleep in the night to break the habit of sleeping only. That's also a mental habit. If you break that habit, you release tremendous energy in your system. Habit means blocking your energy. Any habit. Habit means blocking your energy. If you break the habit.
Can anyone do this? I mean, even if they have health problems, it doesn't matter?
No problem. Health problems disappear actually. When the energy is flooded into your system.
What is the length of time?
How long can you go without sleep?
If you meditate rightly, 22 hours. 22 hours, you can just work and only to sleep 2 hours. In the regular life itself. Daily. There is a small technique actually. At particular time of 2 hours of your sleep, your body temperature falls 2 degrees. That 2 hours you have to find out. How to find out? Tell someone of your friend or a relative to check your temperature once in 2 hours. For 3 days, if they check particular exact time of your particular time of your sleep, 2 hours of your sleep, your body temperature will be 2 degrees low. That is the time. If you sleep that time, other times you don't need sleep. Your quality of sleep will increase. The quantity can be reduced. Whenever the quality increases, the quantity can be reduced. The 2 types of people are there. Chandramani and Sauramani. Chandramani means when the moon is alive, they will be alive. Chandramanis need early morning sleep. Sauramani means they will go to the bed early and they are early birds. They will wake up very early. They will be alive with the Surya. Somebody asked me, Swamiji, I get sleep both the time. Then you are neither Chandramani nor Sauramani, you are Avamani. You are Avamana. Neither Chandramana nor Sauramana, Avamana. Find out, you will be someone type only. Then you can actually, if you are a Sauramani, sleep between 10 to 12 of night. If you are a Chandramani, sleep 4 to 6 of the morning. That will be the time, generally. If you find out that and sleep, you don't need too much of sleep. The quantity of sleep can be reduced and the quality will be intense. Anyhow, if you work on the second layer in the night, by singing, dancing, relaxing, the second layer energy opens. Now, again you are going to do all sorts of meditations now. Then, by the time you reach the evening energy session, the third layer energy opens. This Vishuddhi Chakra is the chakra of the all the three layers. If you work on this throat center, all the three layers can be opened. All the three layers can be accessed easily.